All right. So I'm a little late. Just a little. Welcome to another edition of Insomniiac Soup. What's going on? Okay. Well, now, I'm here. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Carlo Albanese. What's up? Yeah, I see that you're here. Anyway, hello, everybody. How's it going? Oh, to tell you the truth, I haven't been feeling good. I think I'm a little cold. I got me a little bit cold. Anyway, it happens from time to time, being the winter and all, and flu season. Sorry, I was, let's see, supposed to go at 10:30. So I'm like, a little over 10 minutes late, but, we all make mistakes, right? Hey, the soup is on. The soup is live. Hey, Poe. What's up, man? How's it going? I am a little late to the program, Anyway, we're here. We're live. Better late than never, right? Oh, well. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it started, man. It started. It is on. I just don't know what to talk about. Hey, Captain Trek. How's it going, man? Oh, boy. Hello, Mr. CCDB. How's it going, man?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here? I leave you alone for a week. 1 week, Jedi Bill. I leave you alone for 1 week, and what happens? I tell you, I can never take a vacation.
You can never take a vacation? Why not?
What's the subject for tonight, Jedi Bill? I know we're going to deviate. We're going to go off the rails real quick, but let's see what we got going on.
Well, I really didn't have a subject for tonight, so we're already off the rails. So We're right on track.
That was quick.
Uh,
Train never even left the yard. Stock
Yeah.
never even made it to the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken's still raw and sitting on the counter. Can't make soup that way, brother.
I know. I think I caught one of them. They're colds that's going around, but I think one of them, the other thing that's out there.
One of them cold things, huh?
Yeah. It just
I had
started.
a cold once.
Oh. How have you been, man?
Well, busy and then not busy. I chose to be not busy last week.
No.
I had to take a few days off.
Yeah.
But I'm back, I think. I don't know. I'll see how I feel tomorrow.
You think? Okay. Well, it's great to see you again.
How about you, man? How's things been going on your end of the world?
Okay. Just figuring out some things. Like I'm trying to teach myself editing, which it's a tricky thing learning editing. But,
I'll get around to editing eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, I hope to become pretty good at it once I get it down.
Carlo Albanese says he's dark, wet, and cold. Well, dark, wet, and warm would be okay, I suppose. But dark, wet, and cold?
You must be getting some precipitation over there, huh? It's been a while since it's rained around here.
Rain?
Yeah, rain.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's the stuff that falls out of the sky.
Weather. Yeah.
And knocks the dust off your car.
Uh-huh.
In our case, most of the time it just makes puddles on the car and turns your dust into more messy dust. There was a time when we would get summer storms through here. Apparently that doesn't happen anymore.
Mm.
Oh no, there ain't no ladies anymore, man. And the good ones are taken. I can tell you that. There are girls and then there are screamers, and I don't want a screamer. It was bad enough being married to a badgerer.
A badger? What's that?
A badgerer?
Yeah.
You've never been badgered? You need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do the other thing. And while you're doing it wrong, and you should do it this way. And I'm telling you that you're doing it wrong, and I'm going to tell you to stop doing that right now. And then tomorrow I'm going to tell you to go and do it again.
No. Well, yeah, I guess so. But then again, in every relationship, it comes that every once in a while.
Every once in a while would be fine. On a daily or weekly basis, it's not fun. It is not a wonderful, supportive relationship.
I can't say I've experienced.
Hello, Poe. Yes. This last week is... No, I had to take a break, man. I was on my phone at my own house for 3 days. I had to get out of this one for a little while.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I'm back, and The very first thing I had to do when I got here was clean the kitchen.
Oh.
Haven't gotten around to cleaning the rest of the house, but I will. But I had to clean the kitchen first so I could cook dinner. Yep, that's the first thing I did when I got back. But I'll be here for a couple of weeks.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, I'm not moving my rig back and forth between my house and this house. I'm just
Well, that makes sense.
staying here most of the time, and so I'll go up and check the mail, make sure the house hasn't burned down. Pretty much that's all I do at my own house.
Oh. You still deciding if you're gonna put it up on the market or?
For now, I'll hang on to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wise choice.
Yeah, if my brother never gets out of the hospital, and if my mom has another episode like she had a couple days ago, then
Oh no.
well, yeah, I'll be living in my house soon enough. So I don't want to get rid of it. I'll hang on to it. It's not the first time I've paid 2 mortgages. It's the only time I never got unreliable rent for the second mortgage, though.
Oh. I don't like feeling this way, but what can we do?
Well, you need to stop sighing and yawning. That's the first thing. Get upbeat, man. Plenty of sunshine headed my way.
Well, I wish that was true, but I need to take some cold medicine but that usually.
Oh, it's a good thing we stopped on that exercise video thing too. I got advice from counsel today.
What?
Yeah, I need to get insured before I continue with any live streams, and then put up a disclaimer. So we can't post any more workout.
No, I was never. That was just kind of showing, letting it be known that I've got the basics down, and I do that workout on my own.
Well, yeah, of course.
And you could show me.
Captain Trek's asking for the link.
Oh, okay. We'll get you that link. Just a second. Okay.
So before anybody posts any more workout videos, I need to get insured. So that means I need to call my insurance company tomorrow. But there are more stretches and more exercises you need to learn.
Yeah.
And while you have a cold, you're not going to do them. So I guess we'll just wait until you're recovered.
Yeah, no. Well, Nina was sick and for
blah blah blah. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they all stink.
It's not an excuse, man. I guess I could exercise and do all that stuff when I'm in this state, but
it was bad enough when you're not in that state. Let me know when you're recovered, and we'll start again.
All right. Will do. Absolutely.
Yes, Parrot Head. Bill could get a PT manual. It's not like they're classified. They're online.
No. You know what? I used to do karate, and I remember a lot of my exercises and stretches from that too. So I want to get back into that too.
Hey, Captain Trek.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going, Cap?
I thought I might escape from the Star Trek and Discovery chats going all over the place in the internet these days.
Mm.
Oh,
We need to talk about Cobra Kai. I finally caught up.
you did.
Watched all of season 3 now. Krishna,
Very good.
TJPG. Hey, what's up, brother?
Yeah. How's it going, DW? Don't you like the story? I mean, I like how I like liking Johnny Lawrence, man. What a great! I mean, they pulled double duty on that show, producers and acting on it. So.
Yeah. I mean, it only took 30 years for Johnny Lawrence to wake up, but he finally woke up. He didn't go woke. He doesn't even know what woke is. We'll see what happens next season.
To be honest, I never know about the argument about who was the bad guy, who was the good guy. I always thought, in a way, Johnny was the bad guy, but as I see it, that Daniel LaRusso, man, he stuck his nose and put his where it shouldn't belong, and
Hey, he got invited to a beach party by a pretty girl. As a teenage boy, you wouldn't have turned that down either. And then everything, he wouldn't back down. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with Daniel LaRusso being a bully. He just wouldn't back down. Joe, for me, good and evil is black and white. There ain't no gray. Daniel was good. Johnny was bad.
Yeah.
But it was Kreese's fault?
So they say. Kyle Kreese is now the ultimate bad guy.
Well, you got to have a bad guy. That's the point. It's like, okay, Johnny's in this gray area when we first meet him in season 1, right? And then he goes back and forth. He zigzags between light and dark, right? So Johnny's in the gray area. Daniel's never in the gray area. Well, he kind of delves a little bit into the gray area when he tries to buy the mall, right?
Yeah, raise the rent. What a douche. I'm sorry, he was acting like a jerk.
He was.
Yeah.
And from his point of view, for good reason. And Johnny, from his point of view, was doing what he was doing for good reason. So that's the gray area they were in. Now it's black and white. It's we'll see what season 4 has to offer.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would have dropped it a little bit at a time. It being on the platform that it is, you're going to get it all at once.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
They tried to make Kreese a sympathetic villain, but he's not.
Oh,
sympathetic
yeah.
to me.
That part I really did not like. I could see that it was just being used at filler and kind of like, okay, why are we going here? We don't want to know our bad guy, even though he was
blah blah blah. Yeah. No, I get it. No, he's not sympathetic to me. Sorry. But then again, all of you know my background, so. And I am, in fact, in counseling. Thank you very much.
I was trying to watch the new Stand just yesterday, this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was really upset because I'm paying for that damn all access and buffering, continuous buffering, and all my other streaming platforms were working fine. I don't know, for some reason that was CBS All Access, a paid service, mind you. I'm getting buffering and problems. Like what the hell? Made me quite upset, but what can you do? Cancel. Note to self: cancel CBS All Access. This is bogus.
How you doing, Captain Trek? You sound like you're in a lot of pain, brother.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to hide it. I am in pain, but I'm hanging in there.
All right, right on, right on, right on.
Trying to keep a positive attitude no matter what. And that's why I was asking for the link.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. I don't remember what I was planning on doing on Tuesdays. May have been cooking basics or some stupid crap like that, but I can run a pain stream tomorrow if you need it.
Cooking sounds good.
Yeah, cooking does sound good, doesn't it?
Oh, it's one of the it's under educational videos, and as a YouTuber, it does good things for your channel, and people like that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what I want to make though. I finally got my I bought a new SD card reader.
Mm-hmm.
Digit 11 took my SD card reader with him when he went back to his mom's house. So it's taken me this long to wait and get an SD card reader so I can finally upload those videos and send them to Carlo and see if he can still do animation.
Okay, let me ask you this. What what was I going to ask? What do you like to make? What would you eat if you made it?
Well, let's see. Hold on just 1 second. I'll get right back to you, Captain. Carlo, you are the one who does our avatars, or am I thinking of someone else? I know it was a couple of months ago. It was for the shrimp scampi video that never got put on the internet. Anyway, I would classify it as trailer park chic, I think. Southern California trailer park chic, I think would be the. Oh, Yitzy Lemons. I'm sorry, Carlo. Jeez. You're right, Yitzy Lemons. Jeez.
Hello, LTG.
Now.
So, what about a simple thing like an omelet?
And LDG is here. Okay, what kind of omelet? Because there's the French style, the fold over, and then there's the American style, right? The rustic style is what we consider it. So I could do two type of omelet. Which one would you prefer?
Okay, what would be the one that would be folded in half?
That'd be the American style. Yeah.
Okay, an American style.
Okay.
What I'd really like is the Japanese style, which I've seen videos of. It looks cool. But
I've done Japanese style, but it's far more difficult and takes a lot longer too.
Hey, Yvette. Nice to
And
see
you
you.
probably don't have a square pan either.
No, and I don't even down here at my brother's house, I don't have an omelet pan. I can deal with what he's got here, but it's like reducing the, or I should say caramelizing the onions and bell peppers to put into the omelet for Denver omelet or something like that. That's good Lord. There's plenty of pots and pans here. I'm just not sure how quality they are. Now, I've cooked in them for a couple of months, and they are pretty good pots and pans. So,
Yvette says try Spanish omelet.
I thought she said spinach omelet.
Oh,
Har.
oh, and Polly's going to be doing a cooking stream. Excellent.
Boy, everybody's getting in on it. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of healthy recipes out there. As a matter of fact, I just refreshed my memory on laminated dough because I want to make croissants. So
I was trying to do some research on what gets you makes it so you're more looked at and viewed on YouTube, and educational videos, cooking, are one of the ones that are right up there. It gets you viewed and it brings traffic to your channel. So, yeah.
Well, I don't care about that.
I know, but it's you do it so well, and I mean, we've seen what you've done in the past, but we want more.
Okay.
Those who watch want to see more.
I will do more cooking then. And good morning, Yvette. How are you today?
Yes, it's early morning over there across the Atlantic.
Yeah, I'll do more cooking videos then. I guess I'll set that aside for Tuesday. I'll have to do all my mise en place before I get on the stream, though. I don't have an editor anymore.
Or a camera person.
Or a camera person. Yes, I know.
You'll
have to try and cook with one hand while I'm holding the camera, going, okay, camera cook.
Maybe you get a small drone with a camera attached to it.
Then you wouldn't be able to hear my audio, would you?
Depends on the drone. Some drones are quiet, I think.
Not the ones that can carry a camera.
Oh.
Although my camera's only a few ounces, so maybe, but still it would mess up the audio. Not that anyone wants to hear my voice anyway, but yeah. I am amazed you guys listen to me because I can't even stand myself talking. I've gone back and watched a couple of my videos and gone, is that me? Are you sure? I sound different in my head than I sound on video.
Yeah.
Are you going to talk British nerd to us again?
Yes, Yvette. Come on, talk British nerd to us, please.
I check your DM messages on the Discord, Yvette. I sent you a link. If you'd like to join us.
I shall return. I need to refill my drink.
Oh, yes. By all means. Fill your cup.
I am the drunken philosopher, after all. If I don't get a couple of glasses of wine down me, I ain't going to be drunken.
Yeah. Just be sober
and boring.
Well,
all right, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. So, I noticed you did a late brew the other day, so that
Yes.
turned out. Looks like it turned out fairly well.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on Admiral's stream and he made a comment. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll start up in a
Mm-hmm.
stream.
Was that supposed to be your one day that you take a break?
Yeah, supposed to be.
Okay. You've been doing an excellent job. I mean, on the morning brew. Applaud yourself for that, man.
Well,
Great job.
it's yeah. I'm just glad that people like to participate.
Yeah, that's half the thing. Is well, as long as they participate and they know that there's something there. There's a morning program. I know there's several morning programs in the morning. You're just giving another option to the folks, so, and that's always a good thing.
I would, yeah, I'd agree.
Mm-hmm. Variety and substance is always a good thing. You just gotta, yeah. And nerd talk. I mean, we can all nerd out and geek out and have some great conversations about, things.
And you know that if you're awake, you're always welcome.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind, and I'll definitely drop in. You could see Toast 2 stars. That's good, Carlo. What did you think of Bird of Prey? Had a great bed life yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he did. I kind of missed part of it.
It's nice to have something you look forward to on, at the beginning of the week, since he does that on the beginning of the week and at the end of the week for
the
weekend. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Are we talking about bed life?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I haven't been watching. I spent most of the day Sunday watching different movies and TV shows and things like that. I spent the better part of Sunday doing all of that. Oh my God, that was yesterday. Holy cow.
Yep.
Ay, caramba. You get woke up in the morning because your mom can't breathe. And you're like, oh my goodness, we better take care of this crisis right now. And your Bible study doesn't go through, and you don't take your 2 days off like you normally do. Just throws off your whole week, I tell you.
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
Weeks go by so fast, though, nowadays.
I'm serious. I had an appointment today with my counselor. And all day yesterday, I was like, oh, I got to be on the internet at 1 o'clock. So I had my monitor on. That's why I kept checking Discord and YouTube and stuff. And by the time 1 o'clock rolled around, I was like, son of a bitch, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's weekends like this I just can't get away from. What the hell are you doing, Jedi Bill?
That's the dog. That's the dog making some weird noise.
I don't want to know what the dog is slapping.
I don't know. He's being a silly dog. He's being a silly dog. What can I tell you? I haven't. And now he's giving me funny looks.
Well, yeah, because you're making noises and blaming him.
Really prefer not to know what you're doing behind that avatar right now.
I was looking at what he was doing.
Well, to each his own, I suppose.
Parrot. There's no peanut butter. I assure you. Oh gosh.
Are you sure you do this for 4 or 5 hours a night?
Me? No, I have actually. No, I don't. Just no longer. I mean,
Been doing
sometimes.
about 3,
Yeah,
maybe a little more.
between 2 and 3. So I think I like to cut it off around 2.5.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can work on doing videos, and I'm coming up with I'm gonna try to come up with a really good new intro. Hey, Yvette, nice to see you. How's it going?
Well, I'm awake. I've done some work. I'm now drinking coffee.
Oh,
Aha!
Substance of life, right?
It's my blood. You know that.
Uh-huh.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Is that Keanu Reeves laying on your bed?
No, it's Dean.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Oh, it is Dean. Good Lord. I feel stupid now.
It's not a bed. It's my sofa. I'm in a new office.
No.
That's a very cushy sofa.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's like a bed. I can't even, when I sit back on it, my feet don't touch the ground. But I am short.
Did I tell you that I met Dean in Germany in 2008?
And you did not steal him for me?
Sorry.
Next time.
Hey,
You
I've
know.
only been to the UK for 12 hours, okay? I mean, I took a ride up the Thames on a riverboat.
The
Thames on a riverboat, and I came back and got back on the airplane and went home.
Well, you got to see everything then, didn't you?
I did.
We used to do riverboat shuffles because I used to live near the Thames down south in Maidenhead, and we used to take they were called riverboat shuffles. They're huge, like I suppose the only sort of a miniature version of your Mississippi ones with the big wheels. It's a miniature version of that. And the top deck was a great big disco, and then underneath was a bar and everyone getting plastered.
Oh.
And then we stop at a lock and have fish and chips on the grass.
Now that would be a fun ride. A paddle
It
boat
was
disco.
a great night. It was a great night out.
That is fantastic. I've never been on a paddle boat disco.
Yeah, we call them riverboat shuffles in the UK.
Riverboat shuffles, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good fun. Good fun. Annoy all the rich people up the Thames with blasting music.
Well, naturally.
And going, oh, look, there's people there. Hello! And they're sat there on their verandas with their boats going, oh, my God. The Russians are out on the Thames again.
My goodness, look at this, Martha. There's people out there on a boat and they're yelling at us.
Yes.
Let us get the 48 Chateau out and we'll go back inside.
No, it'd be. So, Benson, do me a favor and call the police. Run, boy, run.
I tell you, the price of being rich in London.
But yes, should you ever visit the UK and you have a bit of time, highly recommend a riverboat shuffle.
If ever.
It's an experience worth having.
Well, a 2.5 hour drive is an experience I don't want to do anymore. Let alone flying across the ocean again.
It's not too bad. I literally, when we were talking about journeys the other day, I was trying to calculate how many times I've been in an aeroplane. I can't even count how many times I've been in an aeroplane.
I suppose I probably could count. Helicopters, airplanes. Well, even I was on a Learjet one time going to Israel. So I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
I've been on a fucker. I've been on a fucker over to Jersey.
Ooh, a fucker,
and
nice.
Only guys would get a fucker. Yeah. Most people think I'm swearing, but it's an actual twin prop plane.
I like it.
And as I was saying to the guys the other night, I had the absolute honour and privilege at Farnborough Airfield at the show to have a ride in a Harrier as well.
Oh, Harrier, nice.
It's my all-time favourite plane. I'm sorry, it's just an amazing piece of kit.
Did you squeeze up real close next to the Marines who were flying them?
Why do you think I got in? You know me better than that by now. I think I wrapped my legs around someone's waist.
Whatever it takes, I'm getting on that Harrier.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I battered my eyelids, smiled sweetly, and they went, "Oh, okay, get on."
You know, as a kid, I'd show up to the air shows and stuff, and, the C-5 Galaxy is a ginormous, huge cargo aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
I never thought I would actually be on one, right?
Yeah.
And then here I am, 20 years later, on a C-5 Galaxy, flying to who the hell knows where. I'm like, this is not as cool as I thought it was when I was a kid.
Well, to be honest, my late father, who was very much a guy's guy, he had 2 daughters, bless him. So I was his eldest, so I was brought up liking all male things because he wasn't having it. He was going to bring one of them up liking men things. And to this day, I love aeroplanes, I love cars. You know, it's just nurture, there you go. But yeah.
Oh, Memoirs of a Pogue. That's what I was going to do on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
Oh, criminy.
Could do that too.
Lord, I can't believe I forgot that. Well, the reason I brought that up, Yvette, I apologize for interrupting you, but I was in Iraq, and this is 2003. Was it 2003? It had to have been 2003. No, it was 2000. It was 2005. That's what it was. It was 2005. So I won't get to this story for a while in my memoirs. But in 2005, we had a 3 million gallon fuel system just south of Mosul at QS Base Complex, and every single month we had to take fuel samples down to Camp Eagle in Baghdad. And so what we would do, instead of having the aquifer test, which is what we were supposed to have for the millipore test.
Captain
Really?
Trek,
Captain
stop
Trek?
it.
That's not nice.
No.
I would think.
I'm listening. Carry on.
Sorry, I'm in pain. I'm sorry. I'll leave.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
No problem.
We'll talk in the morning, brother.
Yeah,
Night,
I'm just gonna
night.
figure out what the dumb thing is.
Get some rest, Cap. I'm
All
sorry.
I'm gonna take my medicine. I
Uh,
need to talk to you later.
Good night,
Okay.
Captain Chuck.
Good night.
Night.
So there's two tests that the end user, well, not the end user, but the fuelers use in the Army. It's the aquifer to test for water, and aquifer, please. My instructors don't get mad at me for mispronouncing it. The aquifer, which tests for water in the fuel, and then the millipore, which tests for solids in the fuel. Well, we didn't have that equipment with us. So for every single 50,000 gallon bag, we had to take a 1 gallon sample. And so we'd have 8 duffel bags of 1 gallon jet fuel. Don't tell the government that we did this, but we put them in duffel bags and we loaded them onto a CH-47 Blackhawk. Did I get the numbers right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, so we got on the Blackhawk, closed the doors, put 1 duffel bag on each of our laps, after we strapped in and everything. And the pilot wanted to see who would throw up first. So they would do Nap of the Earth flying over the Shamar Plain and then drop down into the valley of the river that runs through Baghdad. What's that one called? God. This is why I script out everything I do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he was doing Nap of the Earth, which means he's, 500. Well, he's probably 500 feet off the ground, maybe 100 feet off the ground. Anyway, whatever the case may be, and he's doing all these maneuvers in the air and stuff, and people around me are going, whoa, and I'm sitting there holding on to my duffel bag with 30 gallons of fuel in it, going, yeah, baby, let's do this.
Is that safe?
Well, they are trained for it, after all. No, it's not safe. Any one of the sparks could have set off one of the cans of fuel, I know. But it was fun anyway.
I can hardly read that.
Hour after hour, cup after cup, the two men matched their caffeine limits in a traditional contest of the Old West.
You do know, guys, I would win that.
There was a time.
Down, I could win that.
There was a time when I would have challenged you on that. I was working 16-hour days, and trust me, my coffee pot was never empty.
I am not like the old days. The old days, no one could beat me, but now I'd still take a challenge because I know I drink more than most people.
I'm totally going to stop telling my stories out of context and out of order. You guys are ruining with all my stories.
Oh no, I love your stories, Mrs. CPDV. I find them really interesting. I really do, genuinely. I love to hear about all these things.
Well, since it doesn't actually have to do with one of my deployments, I'll tell this story anyway.
Okay.
So there I was, no shit. In Germany, we were on a field training exercise. So I was in an aviation unit at the time, and as a fueler, of course. But I was platoon sergeant, and a buddy of mine was the company clerk. So we were, walking around the area, making sure everybody was doing their jobs and everybody was asleep when they were supposed to be, et cetera, et cetera. And then one night he looked at me and he goes, I bet I could stay awake longer than you. And I looked back at him and I said, I bet you can't. And we both drink coffee and we both smoke cigarettes, so we both had the same advantages. I didn't take any advantage of him, but
I hope you didn't.
48 hours later, he sat down on a bench and he went, "I'm done." And I went, "Okay, good night." I stayed up for another 12 hours and I was like, "Okay, it's time for me to go to bed too." What's that make? 58 plus 2, 60 hours I was awake one time.
Oh.
That was when I was healthy. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
What was it, 4 months ago? That happened to me involuntarily, and I had to go to the hospital. So when you're young and healthy, it's cool. When you're old and broken, it ain't.
Yeah, I don't think that would be.
How are you, Bill?
A little bit under the weather, to be honest.
Aww.
but you know, it was like, you know, I didn't want to make a video that say I'm not going on. I'll just go on, and I ended up being late to my own show.
Aww. Well, you shouldn't stream if you're not well, honey.
I know, but I like being here.
Well, do you want a story from me? One of my adventures?
Oh, please.
Okay, right. Okay, so this one's in Egypt. Many disastrous things to me in Egypt, but this one comes to mind. I was at one of the many temples along the Nile, the crocodile one. It was a beautiful temple. The colours were still there. It was absolutely amazing. We started off and we were looking around, and there was a priest hole, as they had, because the priest used to go underneath and then the pharaoh would be on top, and the priest would whisper to the pharaoh, and the pharaoh would think, duh, they were talking to their god. I mean, it's just hilarious. Anyway, being the smallest and youngest there, they decided to stuff me in the priest hole. So down I went, Great went on top, and then they couldn't open it. So I'm thinking, marvellous, I'm going to die in a priest hole. Fortunately, about an hour later, they came along with some of the locals and a tool and wedged it back open. So out I came, had a very large drink of water out of a bottle, and then they said, "Come and see this." So I approached this round circle wall, looked over, and it was like fetid green goo, and then inside you could see a little opening. So we're then given the history on it. Basically, anyone that did anything wrong, stole a loaf of bread, kissed someone else's wife, I don't know, anything you want to think of, said crocodiles weren't real, I mean, you know, was sent down this tube that came out halfway down this round thing into this fetid goo. So they thought, great, Yvette's small enough to get down there. I'm like, hello, you've just locked me in a priest hole for an hour. I'm not going down there. And so one of the chaps said he'd come with me. So off I went, and it wasn't a very deep incline, but I had flip-flops on. And I'm walking down, and I get halfway down, and it's slime. And I just lost my footing and went. And I'm trying to grab hold of the sides. The chap behind me, who had proper running shoes on, got a better grip, but he was slipping. Anyway, I flew out at the end of the hole, grabbed hold of the end of it, so I was dangling, and my feet were just touching the goo, and I was panicking, and everyone was like, oh my god, And the guy managed to stop himself before he flew out over me and managed to drag me back up the hole. I have to say, it's one of the more frightening things I've done in Egypt.
I could see that. Yeah.
I got back up. I walked up to the guide and went, I will actually physically hurt you if you volunteer me for anything else.
Ever. Yes.
So not one of the funny stories, but it is very clear in my mind.
Hey,
It was the day of being locked up and thrown down holes.
It's a funny story in parts. It's a scariest story in parts. That's what makes it so much fun.
The end of the evening was quite funny because we'd already, when we were in Egypt, we went and got costumes for a costume night. It was a costume night that night. And we had a belly dancer and everything after dinner on the boat. And I got grabbed up. And I was dressed sort of in very Egyptian-looking clothes. And the belly dancer said, "Oh, I'm going to teach you how to belly dance." And I'm like, seriously, I'm not a coordinated person. So she starts stripping my clothes off. And I'm like, what are you doing? There are people here.
Just move your hips real fast and hope for the best.
Yeah, well, I gave it a go. I do have a picture of me trying to do it. I'll have to dig it out. I didn't win the competition. This guy from, I think, Liverpool won it. His belly was so good. It was jiggling everywhere. It was quite hypnotic.
Wow.
Oh, right on. I love it.
I was up for anything. I didn't mind. Yeah, 3 months of touring Egypt. Many a story.
I see you got the British, a Dalek with the British flag, eh?
Well, yeah. I don't know if my avatar seems to be playing up at the moment on. Oh, there you go. There's me. There you go, guys.
Ta-da!
Nice.
I missed the
Ta-da! Is that better?
Yeah. I have one question since I was just talking about Doctor Who. Since the one gal quit, I mean, how does they film their mid-season or just how does it? How's it gonna work out? I mean,
she hasn't quit yet.
I thought she has. Definitely confirmed.
It's been announced across every newspaper, every news channel. She's leaving at the end of season 13.
And a great roar of triumph went up in the UK.
Oh, I thought she was leaving before.
It didn't sickness to CCTV, to be honest. All of us wanted Chibnall's gone. I wouldn't have minded Jodie staying because it would have either vindicated her or solidified the fact she couldn't act.
That's actually a very good point. The slack-jawed doctor that we've got for the last few years has been just something I can't stand watching anymore. No,
but was it down to the fact that it was Chibnall telling her to play the page and nothing else, or was it her actual acting career? Either way,
I don't know.
It would have indicated her one way or the other whether she was any good or not. So I would have much rather heard that Chibs was leaving, but I know the BBC well enough to know and tell you guys, no, they will not announce that she's leaving. They never do. They will not announce Chibnall's leaving till the end of 13, which is my guess. My opinion, don't hurt me. I would not be surprised. You hear it here first on the Soup. See if it comes true. When season 13 finally airs, we will be told at the end of season 13 that Chibnall's leaving.
That would be nice.
I really believe that'll probably happen.
That might be so nice. I mean, it depends on who they get to replace.
Well,
Chibnall.
The trouble with the BBC is it needs to go anyway, and someone else needs to buy the rights to Doctor Who, and that's the only escape route we've got.
And welcome,
Eastland Burkholder.
Burkholder.
That's exactly what I was talking about. The slack-jawed look on her face with the camera pointing up her nose the entire time. It's driving me absolutely crazy.
She like that, like most of the time, though, right?
She is always slack-jawed. I don't know why. I hope it's the direction, but they have multiple directors, so yeah.
Well, I was on someone else's stream the other night, and I threw my hat in for the next Doctor.
Oh, lovely.
I may be female, but geez, I could make that role fun.
There you go. I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, you just use when you get the script and you read the lines. Just a lot of improv, I guess.
Well, no. As a physicist, she could say, "What the hell are we still doing on Earth?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And what the effing hell have you done to the TARDIS? I'm changing that now.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Bumblebee upside down has thrown up.
Oh, please tell me Christopher Eccleston is not coming back for one episode. Please. No.
Yeah, that's still up in the air, Carlo. He's definitely doing Big Finish, but that's still up in the air as far as I know. That's one of the rumors.
Hey, Mad Mardigan.
Hey, Mad Mardigan.
Hello.
Great to see you, Mad Mardigan. How's it going,
Come on,
man?
guys. We need the other guys. Come on. Name 3 times. Red shirt, red shirt, red shirt. Elihu.
Was LDG already here? I didn't
Yeah,
say.
LDG.
He was in the chat for a while.
Yeah, he was already here. Okay.
He said he was bouncing between streams. Like, I guess there's another stream still going on there. Something. I don't know. I wasn't even looking. So.
I would prefer that the Doctor go back to 1 or 2 companions instead of 3.
Yes, it doesn't
Bam.
work with a crowded TARDIS. It never did. It didn't work in Tom Baker at the end of Tom Baker and the beginning of Peter Davison.
Exactly.
And they got shot of it then. Chibnall just wants to do everything against the grain.
Naturally.
Because he's an arsehole.
At least we hope that's why.
What's the other word you like me to say? Wanker.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah,
I've really lost my appetite, unfortunately, for BBC productions.
Oh, I never watched the BBC. Never. I have to watch Doctor Who because we review it. But be assured, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't have bothered.
Was it Orphan 55 that they were on that weird planet?
Don't mention
Turned out to end up being...
I get PTSD from Orphan 55.
Ended up being Earth. Is that the one where they went to the resort that ended up being Earth?
It was a Planet of the Apes copy.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It was, no.
And that was before the nightmare of the endless child. Ah.
No. Stop depressing me.
Sorry.
It's all Bill's fault. We were telling perfectly good death-defying stories until Bill got involved.
It's my fault. Hashtag blame Bill.
All I'll say is butt plug Daleks. And anyone that's seen it will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh. Well.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Death-defying stories are funny. Doctor Who is not.
No.
So we shall move on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's not depress poor Yvette any longer with Doctor Who talk.
Okay. Well, what shall we talk about then, love?
I've been watching A Haunting, and it's a whole collection of movies that are done by Stephen P. Prozac, who's a rapper, Shippy. And they've been fascinating. I've watched them all now. I'm a bit disappointed he hasn't made more. But I've really enjoyed them. It's very paranormal investigation. Now, you think a scientist interested in paranormal investigation? Well, I'm not just a scientist. I do have other things I like. And paranormal stuff intrigues me.
Hey, Broken Entertainment. Good to see you.
Who is that guy that works with Simon Pegg all the time?
Yeah, I know his name. Oh, I can't think of his name now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead is classic.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead is brilliant. Yeah.
It's down there in history as a legendary film now.
Mm-hmm. All those ones.
I liked Paul. I thought Paul was hilarious.
Oh,
Paul. Yeah.
Yes, Paul was hilarious.
Yeah.
Nick Frost is his name.
That's it, Nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Frost, yeah.
Yeah. And he was on the series on AMC where the Badlands, Into the Badlands.
Truth Seekers is what I'm thinking of. Truth Seekers is a hilarious show. I absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, then I'm not going to tell you about it. So there.
I've not heard it. I started the film countdown last night because my sister has been bugging me to watch it. And I'm already freaked out, and I'm only half an hour in. And she said, under no circumstances, Yvette, do you download that app. I'm not going to come and save you. And I'm like, what the hell is this film about?
Oh, boy.
Have you guys seen Escape Rooms? It's
Escape
a film.
Rooms.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
You enjoyed it? I was there's a lot of movies that they've been doing like that.
Well, that's the first one I've seen here in the UK. And it was very gripping because their lives were on the line. And it was like, oh, God, I've been in an escape room. And unless it's something I know, and I'm only good at one thing, everything else I'm crap at, I could work out like the technical side of it. But if it was anything sort of cryptic or clues, I was like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't watch paranormal movies.
Well, this wasn't paranormal.
I don't watch body horror movies either, so they just bore me, really.
Why do you say... When you say body horror, what's your definition of body horror? Because that confuses the heck out of me. I've never ever heard of that term or why you use it.
What, body horror? You've never heard of that?
It's people being squashed or chopped up and lots of blood and gore.
Oh, yeah. Gore. It's just horror movies with a lot of gore in it.
Whatever. It's ridiculous. There's only 5 pints of blood in a human body. And when you splash 14 gallons of blood on a wall from one human body being squished, that's called body horror.
Well, that's your definition. I just call it gore fest, gore movies.
Yeah.
Gore horror movies. And I have a lot of those.
It's dumb. D-U-M, dumb.
Well, it's a matter of your own opinion. Some people like that, okay?
I agree. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep making those horrible, stupid movies, would they?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, Broken Entertainment. I think one of the best I saw, the original Saw, which was a B movie made with £1 million, that was sent into the stratosphere, and all those after that, they were more scary than any Freddy Krueger, because it was a human being doing it to other human beings, which in reality could happen. So I found all the Saw movies extremely frightening.
Now,
Because
here's the difference between the body horror movies that
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Okay,
the
but
ones,
we who like it consider that an insult because we just call it horror films with gore in it.
whatever. No, that's fine. Okay, the Gore Fest movies. All right, I'll start calling them Gore Fest if you'd like me to. The difference between the Gore Fest movies and stuff like the Tromaville movies is that Tromaville doesn't ever take themselves seriously.
Yeah.
And a lot of those Gorefest movies do take themselves seriously. And if you look at the plot, you go, no, wrong, bad. That's really bad.
Some of them fall
exceptionally bad.
Some of them fall into a subgenre, horror comedy.
Yes, that's what the Tromaville movies all fall into that category, the subgenre of horror comedy. I like those. Those are funny and fun to watch, regardless of how stupid the plot is. But when they take themselves seriously, like Saw, it's like, okay, I'm done with this. Bye.
yeah, but the frightening thing about Saw, it's portrayed by another human being doing it.
Yeah.
That's what gets me with the Saw movies. There's no paranormal, there's no monsters. It's another human being doing it to a human being.
Yeah.
Which makes it much more real. Although I would hope there's no sick fuck out there that would do that.
No, there's plenty. They're out there by the handful.
Yeah, but there's at the end of the day, it's a human being doing it, which makes it so much worse. It's like the what was the other ones I watched that really creeped me out? Hostel, yeah. Again,
same thing.
There was no horror. It was human beings doing things to human beings.
No, and it's torture. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a horror in its right, I suppose, but it's the fact that it could happen because human beings are doing it to human beings, although I'd hope it would never happen.
Those type of horror films are based on real life because there's individuals, sick, twisted individuals out there in the world. They're predators, they're serial killers.
Yeah.
Living amongst us,
Yeah. So I find them more scary because, someone out there could do it. Whereas Freddy Krueger coming into your nightmares, although I love the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Don't like the remake, of course. But they're fun because they've got a monster in them and you don't believe that it's actually real. Right. Unless you're 8 years old and then you have nightmares for the rest of your life, But I certainly find the ones that are more realistic far more frightening. Yeah, it depends. I mean, if you're not a horror person, I know a lot of people that don't like horror. I was weaned on Hammer House of Horror as a child. My mother used to let me stay awake watching the double bills on Saturday night, Hammer Horrors, and then I go to bed and cover myself in my blankie because there were no duvets there, shitting myself all night. So yeah.
But I didn't even like horror movies when I was a kid, so that's
each to their own, darling. Each their own.
I've been liking and enjoying horror movies since I was about 8 or 9 years old.
I love a good horror movie. I'm not a fan of watching them on my own at night because I just scare the willies out myself even now. So I have an overactive imagination when it comes to anything.
Yeah, that's a good thing for a scientist to have.
Well, yes. When I'm watching Supernatural, I have an overactive imagination, but that's usually a very nice way to fall asleep.
Well, see, that's the same situation I was in with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Exactly. But I love Buffy. I love Angel. Have you seen Warehouse 13?
Oh, I love Warehouse 13.
Oh man, I can watch that end to end and start it again. I want to go to one of those warehouses and play with all those objects.
I do too. I really do.
I want a ferret. Out of a teapot.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I would take that ferret home with me. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, Jedi Bill, if you've not seen it, you should really put it on your list to watch.
I'd go in the dark sector and see if I can pick things up with my bare hands.
What was the name of it?
Warehouse 13.
Warehouse 13. This is a TV show?
Yeah. And honest to God, you start watching it, you won't stop.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
The other one I watched, Sanctuary. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I love Sanctuary.
I'm
sorry. Let me pronounce that correctly. Sanctuary.
It's set in America, but they're all British, and it's Samantha Carter from Stargate SG-1 with black hair. And
Christopher Heyerdahl as the beast who serves tea, right?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
No. Christopher Heyerdahl is Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And that little squirrely guy as Tesla.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. Again, another brilliant show. Oh, everyone's agreeing with us about this.
Oh, yeah. Sanctuary is a great show. I love it.
If you like Sanctuary and you like Supernatural, you'll love Grimm. How about that one?
I like the first 2 seasons of Grimm.
I loved all the monsters in Grimm. All the Grimm fairy tales were fantastic.
I like the Grimm fairy tale angle, but in season 3, it just threw me off and I just stopped watching.
Oh, well, I hung on because Nick in Grimm is just too lit.
Well, okay.
And, of course, I love Lucifer as well with Tom Ellis. I think he is just the best.
I have not watched the new episodes of Lucifer yet.
Well,
when he got rid of his mom, I stopped watching it, I think.
Yeah, that was quite sad, but they've really ramped it up a bit now.
Is that the Rose I'm thinking of?
Yes. Yeah, it was... I can't think of her name now.
Well, no, in the chat, Rose.
Oh, right.
What were we talking about?
Lucifer.
Yeah.
Lucifer, yes. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember what his mom's name was.
No, I don't.
No, as a conservative Christian, I disagree with the philosophy of the show altogether, but I do enjoy the show a lot.
Yeah, you put your beliefs to one side when we're watching television. Otherwise, you go insane.
I find it hard to believe it's LDG.
Hello, Rose. How's it going?
Oh, my goodness.
Power outage.
She's using her phone.
Yes, LDG is a she. Let's go with that.
What? Use the phone. What? Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, that E. Slim Burkholder is describing. Is that Strange Things you're describing there?
Oh, okay. It is actually LDG. Holy cow. Sorry about that, LDG.
Nice.
Had that
nice video.
He even had that mad yellow triangle guy in here earlier. So
Yeah, well, yeah, he dropped in because I was
Greeting.
late. Yeah.
What did I miss now?
Greeting.
Oh, the trolls.
Oh God.
You know,
I always miss them.
trolls
Not
will
that-
be trolls.
Not that I really want to see them. But...
I
No.
do love Eureka. Yes, Eureka is a great show. I'll watch that one back to back too.
Yeah, Eureka's great. I tell you what, if you want to go back far enough, I've got Twin Peaks, the original.
I tried to watch. I really tried. I did. I couldn't get into Twin Peaks. It's not that old. Shut up, Eastland Burkholder.
Wait,
It is. It's just it doesn't seem old to us.
Hi, caramba. Is it really that old?
wait, trolls at Dark Gift Comics. Oh, is that so?
Yeah, they're over there, and Dark Gift Comics is playing along, so it's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. He'll bounce them. They'll lose interest and they'll go. You know. Well, that happens.
Power outage in your area of Florida, eh? LDG? Or Rose? Or whatever you're going by now. Phones don't last that long. Trust me, I know.
I'm sure eventually they'll get better, but I mean,
I never saw The Invisible Man on TV. Or the TV show called Invisible Man.
there's a new version out there. I tried to watch it, didn't understand it.
Well, Quicksilver glands make sense, I guess. I mean, it's about well, not necessarily reflecting light, but what's that word I'm thinking of? Bending
I don't know.
light. It's
bending light.
refraction. Not refraction. No, that's where you see different colors.
Okay.
No. Anyway, whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
Yes, light bends, Carlo.
Yeah. Brady. Damn it. Dog. Brady.
There's
Sorry.
that sound again. Put the peanut butter away, Bill.
No.
Put the peanut butter away.
Don't want him doing things in the bedroom that he shouldn't be doing. I mean, I have
Take him for a walk then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, Carlo. Ask the scientist.
Ask the scientist, yes. I'm trying to think of what it means, what the terminology is for bending light around an object.
Refraction.
Refraction? It's the same word for bouncing light back?
Yeah, refraction and oh God, no, you've made my brain go dead. Hang on.
Oh no. Sorry.
And
Battery
again,
die.
I don't do a lot of stuff on my phone. Boy, I can't think of the technical word. Anyway, it's bending light around an object or using, well, Quicksilver would be bending light. So that's how the guy would be invisible.
You've got diffraction, reflection. Now hang on. Diffraction, refraction, reflection. There you go.
Huh. Oh, refraction, I guess, would be the right word then. Reflection would be the... I give up.
Reflection.
I'm not a scientist. I just read a lot of science fiction, that's all.
So when did they do? When did I heard that when is the Dune going to be released? Is it later this year? Is it
Yeah, it's supposed to be sometime this year.
at the end of the year again? Like December?
I don't know. Last I heard, it was June, and I stopped following it because I can't just hold my breath and wait that long. I really was looking forward to a December release, and now I'm mad.
Let me see.
I'd have rented it. Although it was 3 hours long and only half the book, I'd still have rented it.
Mm-hmm. I had to holler at Voodoo because I've got some charges that I didn't charge. So, I didn't rent these movies. I didn't rent these damn movies.
I don't even know what Voodoo is. Is that one of them streaming movie thingies?
It's one of them streaming movie things where you can rent and buy media.
Comes on all the TVs, right? Yeah, I never paid attention.
Well, it's mostly Roku and their streaming platforms.
Yeah. I thought refraction was breaking the light up into the different spectrum. Roy G. Biv.
That's reflection.
That's reflection. Okay.
Depends what it's hitting. It depends what it's hitting with the CCTV. Like in the sky, we get when we get a rainbow. The rain refracts certain colours, and that's how you get a rainbow. It's like the sea is blue because blue doesn't penetrate the water and bounces back. The rest is absorbed.
Same reason the sky is blue is because of the water in the air. Yeah. Huh.
It refracts the light.
Okay. Well, I guess Quicksilver is really good at refracting light around itself, so you can't see the person standing in the path of the light, huh? Is that how the Invisible Man works?
Oh, you're talking sci-fi again.
Yeah, whatever TV series that is.
I suppose if you could create a suit that perfectly refracts light so that it's invisible. I mean, this is in the science community, has been looked at, talked about for years, hundreds of years. I don't know if they perfected it. It's not my area, but
the best I've ever seen is.
I would explain a lot of people pinching my bum.
Well, that's one way to do it. The best I've ever seen was cameras and monitors on one side of a vehicle and cameras and monitors on the other, and you can't see it as long as it's not moving. And you can see a speckled area in the dirt, but that's it.
Smoke and mirrors, it can all be done with all sorts of different things.
Yeah. But as far as actually bending the light around an object, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
like that yet.
The scientific problem with that is as soon as you move, unless you're in direct sunlight, which is doing the job for you, every time you move, bits of you would show.
Right, yeah.
Because the refraction wouldn't be correct. So, yeah, I don't know. It would have to be an internal thing if you were going to build something like that. And then, I don't know. It's a toughie, that. I'd have to think about it for a bit, and it's too early in the morning for my brain to activate again.
Yeah, have another cup of coffee.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking about pop culture.
Pop
culture.
I'm going to show Fair Ed shared this with us.
Yeah, where's my red shirt? Red shirt. I need to hear his voice. Hear his voice.
Look at this. Lay's potato chips, alcohol and bad decisions flavor.
So Lay's is Walker's over here.
Uh-huh.
It's the same manufacturer.
Knowing the Lions presence just
Spamalopes. I like spamalopes.
Spamalopes.
Thank you, Parrot.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Parrot Head. You're brilliant.
Mhm.
I have nearly hit my 2-hour mark, Jedi Bill, so it's time for me to go to bed.
Well, good to see you, Mr. CCTV, and I loved your workout.
Thank you. As soon as I get insurance and more advice, I'll start doing more workout videos.
I can lay on the sofa behind me.
But apparently I'm required to do a cooking video tomorrow, so I'll figure out what to cook tomorrow.
Ooh.
And
Can you make me a Big Mac?
Say again?
Make me a Big Mac.
A Big Mac. Actually, I can make you a Big Mac that would make you never go to McDonald's again. Yes.
Ooh, that would be almost impossible, but I'd like to see it.
Did I say never make you never want to go to McDonald's again? I didn't say you wouldn't.
Well, it's good to see you, darling.
Yes,
It was good to see you guys too, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow night. So,
yeah.
For now, though, I am out.
Okay,
Hey,
Mr. C. Thank you for dropping in. It's a pleasure.
Oh, Bill, it's just us again.
Yep. Oh.
And you're like, oh, God, I got to spend time with him.
They're delightful. It's just me. My brain's not working because it's damn cold and it's getting worse.
I got to say, since I've moved into my new office, I have a fire by me here. Beautiful fire. I got a huge couch, that's what you call them, behind me with Dean on it, so I can jump on it anytime I like. You know, so I'm quite settled in here now. Is Kronos here? No, they're just calling him Kronos. Thomas Potts.
Yeah, I don't know what Thomas Potts, man.
Richard.
I told him if he won't get well, I'll make sure I get him that Twilight.
Where are the boys?
I don't know where they are.
How's Nina?
She's good. She's resting right now.
Good. Well, when she wakes up, you tell her I love her.
Yeah, I will. Certainly will. She was out and about yesterday. Yeah. Thank you, Carla.
Twilight.
Oh, I might have to. Dreadful. I did make a new channel on my Discord saying I got to destroy every single copy on the planet. So
that's not going to happen.
Huh? What? Sure.
Way too many Twilight fans out there.
You would think it's been more than a few years.
What matter? Go on to Reddit, type in fan fiction. Now I've done this with Supernatural, and
I think the worst thing that might have come out from fan fiction of Twilight was that damn 50 Shades of Grey or blue or green or whatever.
Well, if it's anything like Supernatural fan fiction, you'd have Edward and I can't remember what the werewolf was called at it. Because they got Sam and Dean at it, and they're bloody brothers. These people are sick. They got Cass, the angel, with Dean because, well, there you go. I swear, these people are weird.
Yeah, they are.
But obviously they have these fantasies, so
Uh-huh.
I just generally, I like to keep mine in my head. I don't put them down on paper and share them with the world. You know, that's just weird.
And you had
50
a
Shades
good memory because of that film. Oh.
Books was so much better. Although I only read them because people wouldn't leave me alone until I did. The film was abysmally boring. So much for a red room. I mean, if you're gonna make a film about a book, try and put some of it in it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't know how long you've been going, darling. How long you been going?
Oh, just an hour and a little over an hour and a half.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to shoot in a minute.
That's okay.
There's a book. Oh, Carlo.
I'm still not feeling well, so if it ends, it ends.
Oh, Bill, if you don't mind, can I just speak to Carlo? Carlo?
Absolutely.
Carlo, when this lockdown ever ends and the Costa is built opposite Morrison's, then we should go have a coffee in it. What do you think? No, I'm terrified of her. Because we got a Nando's and a Costa being built opposite Morrison. So I've never had a Nando's either. He doesn't drink coffee. Well, they do serve other things, Carlo. You know that. Seriously. Just say no if you don't want to. Yeah, when Costa opens, which will probably 2026, when we finally come out of lockdown, you know.
No, I hope not. I hope it does not last that long.
Well, I'm talking about the UK here.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't last that long for you guys either. It's all nonsense. It needs to end like yesterday's sour milk.
Oh, bless him. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a while, but it's something we could plan ahead in a year or something. Yeah.
Do you ever go to those conventions? I don't know. Do they have conventions?
I went to quite a few of the conventions around the world when I was out and about. I was planning to go to Birmingham last year for the Supernatural convention because they do one in Birmingham every year, but unfortunately it all got cancelled. So
yeah,
I've been to quite a few conventions. I'm not huge on crowds. I don't like crowds. I get annoyed. I get rolly rage just being in bleeding Morrison's, you know. So
I went to this convention in, I think it was 95 or 96. And it was a horror convention. And I met an up-and-coming director. I met Robert Rodriguez. And I got his autograph because he had just was putting out From Dusk Till Dawn movie. I didn't know he would go on to direct such great movies, or he had already done El Mariachi and Desperado.
Night, Carlo.
Night, Carlo. El Kroga. Anyway, I got his autograph, and so it was kind of a cool thing.
That's excellent.
But I lost it. I lost that autograph somewhere, and it was just on a red piece of paper.
Oh.
I know. But I did meet the guy, and I did get his autograph.
Brilliant. As you know, one of my relatives is in the industry. She did, was it this year? Last year? No, year before. She did the horror convention in Manchester because the Lost Boys were there and a lot of others. I've got loads of pictures of her. They had people dressed up as Beetlejuice. She does the sci-fi. She does Doctor Who with me normally. We do the Cardiff one. So, yeah, I've done quite a few conventions. I've done the New York convention, which was eye-opening. But I'm more interested in doing like the Birmingham ones, which are pure supernatural. So, obviously, so I can see Jensen. And I will get mega VIP passes, so I get to virtually lick him. But at the moment, it's all up in the air. No one's doing anything. So, and we're locked indoors, so it's not like we can go anywhere anyway. So. Yeah.
Well, I already miss movie theaters. I mean, I used to go to the movie theaters quite often, and that's now not non-existent.
Yeah, I'm not a huge. I've never been a huge fan of movie theaters. I find it all such. I got a huge television, you say, and it's
when I went, I would go during the week and usually during the day, so there weren't a lot of people already. It was already like, not a big crowd at all. There was maybe 10 to 12 people in the whole audience or less. So.
Yeah, and the other thing about going to the movie theaters, it cost me a fortune because I cannot go and not buy nachos, cheese, and jalapenos, popcorn.
Oh, I hear you. I know.
Giant drink.
I had some great.
Yeah, and a hot dog. I can't go and not buy those things.
Well,
and then halfway through the movie, I need a wee, of course. You know what I'm like. So, it's always a kerfluffle.
I would buy these. They serve pizza and like pretzels. There's pretzel bites.
They don't in the UK. It's hot dogs, nachos, and popcorn. That's it. But I get one of everything.
The one that I went to, even served beer and cocktails overpriced.
Yeah, some depending on where they are. The IMAX in London, which I actually loved the IMAX when it came out because it's brilliant.
Well, originally they showed like 40-minute documentaries in IMAX.
Yeah.
And then they started showing regular feature films. I think that takes away.
Yeah, I watched the mountain climbing one, which I'm sure everyone saw, and then I saw a cartoon one, which blew my mind because I actually kept ducking as things flew out the screen. Very unnerving. But
have you ever been to it? Was an actual IMAX theater?
Yeah,
where
in London.
It's like 7 stories tall and super huge.
3 London buses high and about 5 London buses in an arc around you, completely around you.
No, that's real IMAX.
Yeah. It was the first one in London, so of course I went along, as you do. I think the best. I'm not a theatre goer. But when I have been, theatres are great because you get to take your glass of wine or beer and sit with it while you watch the show. But one of the ones I went to see was Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and the only reason I went to see it was because the guy from The Mummy was in it. Now I've gone blank on his name. Brendan Fraser.
Okay.
Now, I was front row centre and I had to pay a fortune for these seats because that was for the press. So I managed to get 2 seats front row centre. And I was sat there literally inches from him. And he was wearing, his leg was broken. He had a cast on for it. I I wasn't paying attention to the story. I was ogling him. Anyway, he fell over. I jumped out of my seat.
Uh-huh.
Stopped the performance, apologized to me, and helped me back up. How embarrassing is that?
Thank you, Sapphire. My cat just brought me a present from the bedroom.
Aww.
A plastic lid to some container.
Well, that's nice.
My cat loves to bring me gifts. Sometimes they bring me gifts from outside, and I'm like, oh, that's just a piece of trash. But Nina goes,
yeah,
hey,
mine's too old now. She's coming up to 22. But when she was a lot younger, she used to deliver a bird without piercing it. She'd just bring it in and it would be lying there stunned, and then it would wake up and fly around my house, and we'd have to chase it for hours.
Hey, JJ, how's it going, man?
JJ, hello, darling.
And good night, Parrot Ed.
Oh, night, Parrot.
Great to see you. We're just about done here, too.
Yes, I've got to mosey on breakfast. I'm
probably going to go back to sleep because I'm like feeling under the weather and I need to go. Once I take this cold medicine, I'll go right to sleep. Yeah. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, though. This time on time. I know. I set it to a certain time, and it was like I was a little over 10 minutes late.
It's Tuesday today. It's 7:30 on
Yep.
a Tuesday morning for me.
Yeah.
So I've got to go and do my breakfast and bits.
All
But
right.
as always, absolute pleasure. Thank you for
Yes.
inviting me on.
Thank you, and thank you for dropping in.
And
Appreciate
everyone in the chat, please take care. And I love you all.
Yeah.
Nighty night, guys.
That about does it for me too. I'll catch y'all on the next soup. Thank you, JJ and Bo, for dropping in. Okay. Whatever. All right. We'll catch y'all later, folks. Have a great day.